Today, we're going to talk about something I think we all chase in one way or another. How to go from being just okay at something to being truly, truly great.
So let's just dive right in with the big one. What really makes the difference? What separates the good from the genuinely exceptional? Is there some kind of secret?
Well, right off the bat, let's get one thing straight. It's not what most people think it is. It's not some magic inborn talent that you either have or you don't. That whole idea, it's a myth. And honestly, it holds a lot of us back.
And you know what? It's not just luck either. It's not about just happening to be in the right place at the right time. I mean, you can't chalk up years of jaw-dropping skill to just a roll of the dice. That doesn't make any sense.
So, if it's not talent and it's not luck, what is it? Well, it's an art. It's a discipline. And, the best part is that it's something that absolutely anyone can learn. So today, let's learn it.
Okay, so the whole journey really starts with a shift in your mindset. It all begins with a little thing called respect.
Here's where so many of us go wrong. We want incredible results, but we give our work this kind of half-hearted, distracted attention, right? We're multitasking, we're scrolling. Excellence just can't grow in that environment. The real path is to treat whatever you're doing as if it actually matters. Every single piece of it, especially the small stuff, and especially when nobody's watching.
So once you start respecting the craft, the next step isn't about finding some clever life hack or a shortcut. Nope, it's about going deeper into the foundation.
This is so important. The absolute best people in any field, they aren't chasing the latest trendy hack. They are completely obsessed with mastering the fundamentals.
I mean, just think about what that really looks like. Tiger Woods never got so good that he just graduated from practicing his putting. A world-class chef never stops sharpening their own knives. True mastery isn't about getting past the basics. It's about this relentless, lifelong dedication to the things that most people think they've already learned.
To really drive this idea home, I've got a story for you. And it all kicks off with this number right here, 30,000. What in the world could that be?
Get this. That is the number of artworks that the legendary Japanese artist Hokusai created in his lifetime. 30,000. It's just a staggering volume of work, a literal ocean of sketches and prints and paintings.
But here's the crazy part. Out of those tens of thousands of pieces of art, the world pretty much only remembers one. Just a single iconic image that has echoed through the centuries.
And this, right here, this is everything. We all see the final masterpiece, right? The Great Wave, which he painted when he was 73 years old. But what we don't see is the process behind it. We don't see the 30,000 other attempts. We don't see the entire lifetime he spent in the shadows just chasing perfection. That famous image wasn't some sudden flash of genius. It was the hard-won victory at the end of a lifetime of practice.
Hokusai's story leads us perfectly into our third, and maybe the toughest, step on this journey to excellence.
So this is where the amateur and the master really part ways. See, the amateur is all about the outcome. They're focused on the results, the trophy, the applause. But the master is driven by something totally different. They learn to fall in love with the process itself. They actually find joy in the repetition, in the daily grind of it all, even when it gets boring, and especially when there's no one around to clap for them.
So when you put all these pieces together, respecting the work, mastering the basics, and actually learning to love the repetition, you finally arrive at the real secret.
At the end of the day, the art of excellence isn't some super complicated formula. It's actually incredibly simple. It's the ability to just sit with the same task longer than anyone else around you. To show up day after day and refine it, improve it, and then wake up tomorrow and do it all over again.
And hey, let me just leave you with this little bit of encouragement. If you're sitting there thinking, but I'm not good at my thing yet. Good. That's actually great news. That's not a sign you're failing. It just means you're at the beginning of the process. You're on attempt number 1,000, not attempt number 30,000.
So the message really is as simple as it gets. Find your craft, respect it, go deep on its fundamentals, and learn to love the daily act of just doing the work. In other words, keep painting your wave.
Because if you can do that day in and day out, well, one day the world just might remember your work too. So the only question left is, what will your wave be?